Welcome back to the Chaplain's Corner. I'm Father Travis Crotty, and it's almost Christmas, but it's not yet. It's the last week of Advent, but in preparation for Christmas, and probably the last time we're going to see you here before Christmas, obviously, because it's coming up soon, the end of this week on Saturday. I just want to say Merry Christmas. But the question is around this time of year, right? How do we keep Christ in Christmas? The word Christmas comes from English. It meant Christ's Mass, right? There's another day where it was Candle Mass and it became Candlemas, and then St. Michael Mass and it became Michaelmas, right? So Christmas just means the Mass of Christ, right? The Mass of Christ's incarnation. We talked about that last week on the Chaplain's Corner, but we see those bumper stickers and those magnets that go on cars that say, keep Christ in Christmas, or Christ is the reason for the season, right? Which is true. But then boots on the ground, how do we actually make that happen, right? Because a lot of us, we're focused on getting together for parties, focused on buying those last minute gifts. I know I am, at least. I probably still need to buy a few gifts, get those ready for my family members, my friends. We're so focused on the wonderful, beautiful traditions of Christmas that we miss, even in ourselves, but especially in our families. How do we bring Jesus into the midst of these really fun traditional celebrations? Well, I think the most obvious thing is to center all of the traditions around Mass, right? We might have already started some Christmas gatherings, maybe last weekend or throughout this week, different parties that we're going to and things like that. But to focus it all around celebrating the birth of Jesus, the incarnation of Jesus Christ in the world at church, right? So if you're Catholic, to come to Mass in your parish. If you're not Catholic, to go to church. If you're not Catholic, if you're not Christian, to maybe come to All Saints or to come to the Pilgrim Cluster, to come to a parish for Mass to experience the glory of Christmas, right? That's, I think, the first way to put first things first, to put the worship of God first, and to plan that, and to make that a point for your children, for your family, for your friends. But I think it wouldn't hurt to talk about, even when you're opening gifts with your kids, to talk about, maybe to even start with a prayer before opening gifts, or to pray before a Christmas meal or a gathering or something, to just invite Jesus into that moment and to realize that he's with you. I think personally, though, we can just cultivate a spirit of awareness of God's presence in the midst of all these festivities. Seasons kind of come and they go, and holidays move throughout the year, and we can let them just kind of sweep over us, and we can get caught up in the anxiety of party planning and buying things. But if we're aware in our hearts what God is doing, then we're aware that he has something new planned for us each year. He has something new planned for us each time we celebrate these wonderful holidays, holy days of his incarnation. So what's that new thing that he has planned for you? That might be a beautiful prayer to consider these last few days before we celebrate Christmas as Christians together. To focus in on and pay attention to, what and how do I need Jesus in my life? Where do I need God in my life right now? And how is he trying to come as the Prince of Peace and bring that peace that I desire into my life? So if I have that, then I can share that with those around me, right? And invite your children to consider that too. How are you preparing for Jesus to come into your life? To even ask your children that. And get them excited. We're celebrating Jesus' birthday. I know my great-grandma would always have a birthday cake for Jesus, right? And I know some families do that as well, to celebrate that it's Jesus' birthday. Maybe with little ones, to even sing happy birthday to Jesus, because that's what we're celebrating. But happy and blessed and Merry Christmas to all of you. I look forward to seeing so many of you at Mass. I look forward to seeing so many of you throughout this Christmas season. And don't forget, the Christmas season keeps going, because there ain't no party like a Catholic party, because Catholic party just don't stop. So the 8 days after Christmas, that's still Christmas, and there's a whole Christmas season that we keep celebrating the birth of Jesus into our lives. So blessed Merry Christmas to all of you, and I'll see you soon.